Good afternoon. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for being with me. It's such a wonderful day. This is Tuesday, and it is the 16th of April in the year 2024. It is such a wonderful, wonderful day, a wonderful blessing, a great time to be in the land of the living. And I am just so grateful to God because He has blessed us to live to see another day and to be able to be on point of view and present to you today. And I thank God for it. We're going to do part three of dreams today. And I have three sites that I'm going to use today. So I'm going to try my best to get through it. And then later on, if we want to have a forum about dreams, if you want to, we can meet on Zoom, we can meet on here. And I could even record it and I could play it later on at a different time so people can see how dreams affect other people and what other people think, my viewers think about dreams and all of that. So today, God willing, I'm going to do these three articles, these three sites, and we're going to talk some more about these dreams, and I'm going to have to move on. Dear God, as I sit before you to speak, I pray to you that my soul you will keep, and if I should die before I finish, I pray to you, dear God, in the name of Jesus, that any outstanding sins will be forgiven. Amen. And I just want to say that I want to make some announcements. There are some people who have gone on into eternity, and I was reading on a post the other day where Prophet James Andrews has gone into eternity, and then Mrs. Griffith in Denison, Texas, she has gone on into that's one of our neighbors in the 800 block of Elm Street. So she has gone on into eternity also. And I know there are others, and I'm praying for the families of the bereft families, the loved ones. And also, I know we call her Sue Baby. Her name is Joyce Brigham. Her husband has gone into eternity too. And so we're praying and for each and every one of these families. And if you're a part of the families that are watching, we're praying for you too. Yes, we are. Okay, we're going on into this talking about our dreams. These dreams are awesome and they can be um, terrifying, they can be exhilarating, they can give us all kinds of feelings. These dreams can. Let me get back to my page. My page just, as somebody used to say, just appeared. They just trying to say disappeared. They said it just appeared. So let me get back to my page talking about the dreams. 10 types of dreams here on what is it, healthline.com. 10 types of dreams. I'm going to go there and do this. Talking about 10 types of dreams and that and what they may indicate. And then we can see from each of these articles how uh, they're on the same page most of the time. So that's why we can tell that there's some truth to this and some fact to this about dreams and any other presentations I give you, because whenever I go to sites and I led to sites and they come up and they all agree with what I am talking about that day. And so I am just so thankful for that. This is Healthline, different types of dreams and what they may mean about you. And I still, one thing I did not do, that is my visitation dreams. So I'm just going to type that in right here. My visitation dreams. Yep. I want us to get into that also because that's been on my page for on my list for what is this? This is the third presentation for the last two presentations plus this. So let me go into this that I what I was going to take you to here. Different types of dreams and what they might mean about you. And this is Timothy J. Legg with two G's, okay? PhD and Psych D. All right. And it's it was medically reviewed by him. And it's by Jamie Elmer. Make sure I get his name right. Okay. Now, we got standard dream, nightmares, night terrors, lucid dreams, other types, themes, and who dreams. And then the summary. And then the summary. Let me increase my font here. And increase my font. So here, I need to get this font up big enough so I can have some ease in reading it. You know, when we get older, sometimes we have problems with our eyes, and they say it comes with age. And then they say sometimes it's the ethnicity too. But everybody, as we get older, something comes up sooner or later, doesn't it? But no complaints, praise God for Jesus. Hallelujah. While scientists have been studying dreams for years, the images that appear while we snooze are still incredibly misunderstood. This is healthline.com, HELTHLINE. When asleep, our minds are active, creating stories and images that can be either vivid or fleeting, nonsensical, or seemingly prophetic, terrifying, or absolutely mundane. So, why do we dream? Why do we dream? We may not have definitive answers, but there are several types of dreams and themes and different factors that cause these dreams to occur. And it is fascinating, and it is very interesting. Very interesting. What's a standard dream? What is a standard dream? Let's see what a standard dream is, okay? According to the National Sleep Foundation, we typically dream about 4 to 6 times per night. You hear that? We usually dream, according to the Sleep Foundation, we usually have 4 to 6 dreams per night. Now that's very interesting. There's no way you might be thinking that. No, there's no way that I have 4 to 6 dreams a night. You might be thinking it, but that's only because we forget more than 95% of all dreams. Now, dreaming happens throughout the night, but our most vivid and often remembered dreams happen during rapid eye movement, and that's that REM, okay? Sleep, rapid eye movement. And you know, when you see people when their eyes are closed, when they're sleeping, you see their eyeballs moving under their eyelids, and sometimes they're moving fast, sometimes they're slow, sometimes they're in different increments of speed. That's the REM sleep when it's more active, okay? So dreaming happens throughout the night, but our most vivid and often remembered dreams happen during rapid eye movement. That's when the eye balls are moving under those eyelids like rapidly, okay? So if you see somebody doing it, more than likely they are dreaming. A dream can be influenced by what we're thinking about before we go to bed or go to sleep, or what we've experienced in our waking day. And we know that because, and then sometimes, you know, when we have a bad, when we were younger, and even now, people might say, why to ask you, what did you eat? Because certain foods, as if you eat a certain food before you go to sleep, before you go to bed, you can have a bad dream and all of that. Okay, so we've all heard that. I think we have. So dreams can also bring to light what we're avoiding thinking about or our anxieties. According to research, 65% of the elements of dreams are associated with your experiences while awake. So they say 65% of the elements of dreams are associated with our daily experience while we're awake. Okay, so if you've got job stress, if you've got job stress, your dreams might take place at work or involve your coworkers. So if you just went out on a date, your dream might be full of romance, or on the flip side, heartbreak. If you're having an anxiety about dating someone new, so it could be about heartbreak, it could be on the flip side, it could be about just having a real good time. Okay, enjoying your day, going out to eat, whatever you do on that day, just going out, having a wonderful, wonderful, fun time. And then if you dream about it, you have anxiety about it, it could be a bad dream, whatever. That's what they're saying to us. So a standard dream will vary depending on the individual, but below the same features of dreams. There are some features of the dreams, okay? Talking about the standard dream. Most dreams are predominantly visual, meaning that images are at the forefront of dreams rather than other senses like smell or touch. Interesting. While most people dream in color, some dreams are entirely in black and white. Do you ever remember having a black and white dream? Do you remember your dreams being in color? Or do you ever remember anything like that? Or are you so focused on remembering what the dream was about? So while most people dream in color, some dreams are entirely in black and white. The less stressed you are, the more pleasant your dreams may be. Dreams can be very strange, and that's totally normal. Because sometimes we dream about something and we wonder, why did I dream about that? I know a few nights ago I had a dream and I don't know why I had that dream. I just don't know. So your mood, events in the news, pain, violence, and religion may all influence your dream subject. So what causes nightmares? And I think we probably all had a nightmare. Thank you so much for being with me today. I did. I turned my camera off. Let me get back over and turn this camera back on. Let me turn the camera back on. I was thinking, did I turn the camera off or is the camera on? I don't know. But anyway, I had turned the camera off to make some adjustments. So I have one more adjustment that I want to make. All right. Now, let me get on back to my topic here, my subject. What causes nightmares? Nightmares, and those things can be terrifying, can't they? Yes, they can. Nightmares are dreams that are scary or disturbing. Almost everyone has nightmares from time to time, and there's not always a good reason why. Hmm. So, some potential causes of nightmares include, here we go, these could be why we have nightmares. Watching or reading something scary. I told you about my experience when I hit the floor, okay? Because I watched a scary movie and that broke me up from that. Sleep deprivation, eating right before bed, medication side effects, having a fever or being ill, sleep disorders such as sleep apnea, nightmare disorder, or narcolepsy. People experiencing a lot of stress or who have mental health conditions like anxiety disorders may experience dreams that are more frightening. So up to 71% of people with post-traumatic stress disorder, that's PTSD, okay, may experience nightmares, which can be recurring if not treated. If not treated. So, one study found that the three most common nightmare themes involved death and dying, physical violence, and being chased or hunted. Are the three from one study, the three most common nightmares death and dying, being chased or hunted, and physical violence. And those dreams are terrible dreams. Terrible. Now, what causes night terrors? We talked about nightmares. We're going to talk about night terrors. Then we'll talk about the difference in the nightmares and the terrors. What is the difference between the two? Okay. What causes night terrors? Night terrors are a type of sleep disorder that's more common in children than adults. So I guess that's what I was having when I was a little girl. So when someone has a night terror, they wake up terrified but may only have a vague idea of what they dreamed about. So most of the time, they don't remember dreams from the night terror. In a night terror, a person can wake up screaming. That's me when I was a little girl, kicking and moving violently, even jumping out of bed. That's me. Sweating, breathing hard, with a racing heart rate, me, disoriented and unsure where they are or what's going on. That's a terrible thing. That's a terrible, terrible, terrible thing. So, night terrors are not technically a type of dream, but a sleep disorder. How about that? Now we know the difference between a night terror and a nightmare. Night terrors, terrors, are not technically a type of dream, but a sleep disorder. So, what's the difference between a nightmare and a night terror? Night terrors most commonly happen during non REM sleep, while nightmares typically happen during REM sleep. Hmm, neat. These people have done quite a lot of studying on these dreams. It's amazing, isn't it? It is amazing, but it just is to help us to understand parts of our life. We can understand this. Now it doesn't all this doesn't all of these don't apply to just one person, or all of them don't apply to you. We can pick and choose. We can see things in here that have happened in our lives, okay? Everybody's different. Things are different for people, but we all have common things also. Night terrors are much more common in children who experience non-REM sleep, while nightmares can affect those at any age. Nightmares are often vividly recalled dreams, while night terrors are easily forgotten. Lucid dreams, that's where we're going next. Lucid dreams. Lucid dreaming means you're aware that you're dreaming while you're in the dream. Like most dreams, it often happens during REM sleep, and that can be terrifying. You know you're in a dream, especially when you can't wake up from the dream. You know you're dreaming, but you want to wake up so you can stop dreaming. If it's a bad dream, that's something. So lucid dreaming means you're aware that you're dreaming while you're in the dream. Like most dreams, it often happens during REM sleep, rapid eye movement. So most people don't have frequent lucid dreams, though some research reports that 65% of people experience it at least once in their lives. 65% experience it at least once in their lives. Sometimes you can control a lucid dream if you have practice. Now that's something to think about, and that's something maybe you could practice. You never know when you're going to have a lucid dream, do we? But hey, we will be aware, we'll be conscious of it. It's so amazing how God God made us. He made our minds, He made our bodies. We are, I'm telling you, we are awesome. He made us in His image. He gave us these feelings, these emotions. He gave us all of this, all of these experiences. And then He gave us the ability to do studies, the brain to work, and we can work and help each other to solve problems, find out what's happening here, or this might be the cause of this and all of that, and help us to work through our lives, to have better lives and be more conscious of the things that are happening in our lives. This is amazing how He made the human being. We are beautifully and wonderfully made. My goodness, we are resilient. We are awesome. Yes, we are, because God made us. Sometimes you can control a lucid dream if you have practice. This can help you control your dreams, especially if you tend to have recurring dreams or nightmares. Now that's amazing. So here are other types of dreams. And this is one we're very familiar with. You say, oh, I was daydreaming. I was daydreaming. Daydream. People say, what do? You daydreaming? Daydreams. The main difference between a daydream and all other types of dreams is that you're awake during a daydream. Daydreams occur consciously, but you may still feel like you're not fully aware or awake of your surroundings. Okay? You're not fully aware or fully awake or aware of where you are. So if someone catches you daydreaming, they may say that you look zoned out or lost in thoughts. And I think we've all had that experience, haven't we? Daydreams usually involve other people, whether real or imagined. Some research has shown that daydreaming about people you know predicts positive well being, while daydreaming about people you are not close to can predict more loneliness and worse well being. My goodness. Woo wee. That's a lot in here, isn't it? Now we talk about the recurring dreams. Recurring dreams are dreams that repeat more than once. They often have themes such as confrontations, being chased, or falling. You can have neutral recurring dreams or recurring nightmares. If you have recurring nightmares, it may be due to an underlying mental health condition, substance use, or certain medication. And that is so true. I remember Elder Davis was, they had him on this medication, a certain medication, and he said something to me, and I knew that it wasn't him. And he was hallucinating and had me looking for this and looking for that. And then it came to me, that's that medication. And then when I took him off of it, I didn't give him any more of that. And then I let the doctor know. And sure enough, it was the medication that was causing him to say things, because I knew that it wasn't Elder Davis speaking. It was the medicine inside of him. So we got that straightened out. Thank the Lord. Common things in recurring dreams involve being attacked or chased, falling, or being frozen with fear. Then we have false awakenings. Now, when I started researching this and this article, this first time I've heard of false awakenings. So we're going to see what a false awakening is. False awakenings are a type of dream occurrence where a person believes they've woken up but actually haven't. If you've ever found yourself dreaming that you woke up, but it was actually a part of the dream, this is a false awakening. And that sounds dangerous, doesn't it? Sounds dangerous. I just thought about people who sleepwalk. False awakenings have been noted to occur alongside lucid dreams and sleep paralysis. Oh, yes, a sleep paralysis is something terrible. Have you ever had sleep paralysis? Okay, now healing dreams. While there's not a lot of scientific information on healing dreams, they've been described as dreams that bring you balance or harmony, give you a sense of connection, meaning, or purpose. They bring about reconciliation and then leaves you feeling joyful or at peace. My goodness, I like that. Healing dreams, they make you feel joyful or at peace, bring about reconciliation. They give you a sense of connection, meaning, or purpose, and they bring you balance or harmony. Oh, wow, that is nice. So remember, these are healing dreams. Next, prophetic dreams. Prophetic dreams. We've had those. And I told you about a couple of experiences I've had. I've had more than a couple. But these prophetic dreams are thought to be dreams that have foretold a future event. If you dream of something happening and then it occurs later, you may feel you've had a prophetic dream. Historically, dreams were considered to impart wisdom or even predict the future. In some cultures today, dreams are still considered to be a way of receiving messages from the spirit world, and we have to really be careful about that. All right? There's no real way to tell if a dream is prophetic or not. It comes down to what you believe. Some believe that a prophetic dream is just you or your subconscious anticipating a particular outcome and having you dream it to prepare. My. Now, vivid dreams. Next is vivid dreams. We're talking about different kinds of dreams, and we're still in health line. And I'm trying to move on so I can get to all of this information I have. Vivid dreams are almost always associated with waking up during REM sleep when your dreams are most vivid and more easily remembered. Now, I know I've had some of these that's described as vivid dreams. So, while we may consider any dream that we experience in REM sleep, vivid with vivid dreaming. It's used to describe a particularly intense dream that felt very real. So you may also remember your vivid dream a lot easier than a typical dream. Anyone can have vivid dreams, but if you're pregnant or particularly stressed, it may contribute to having one. Wow, they've done a lot of study on this. Oh my goodness. Wow. Common themes in dreams. Common themes in dreams. And I never thought, because I didn't know to think, that dreams have themes, common themes. But then now I understand. I guess every dream has a theme. So have you had a dream about your teeth falling out? I've had one about being just snag a tooth. But that's a terrible dream or something happening to my hair. Oh my goodness, those are now talking about a nightmare, a night terror, whatever you want to call it, okay? Have you had a dream about your teeth falling out, flying through the sky, or being chased? These are common things that many people dream about. Some of the most common dream themes are about falling, being chased, dying, teeth, being naked in public, pregnancy, flying, sex, or cheating. Those are the most common dream things. They say that's mostly what we dream about. So, dreaming about specific things like this could mean many things, or as some researchers believe, remember, this has been researched, people have been studied. People have told them about their dreams, and they have interviewed many, many people, and they get this research of the most common and the most familiar dreams that people have, and what percentage of the people have the same types of dreams. And that's how they come up with this research for us. This is wonderful. This is wonderful. Dream about specific things like this could mean many things, or as some researchers believe, be completely nonsensical. Interpretations will vary depending on the individual and how they're doing in their day to day lives. Now, see, I like this. I like this. It says that interpretations will vary because not everything they don't apply the same to everybody. Okay, interpretations will vary depending on the individual and how they're doing in their day to day lives. Dreams about falling or being chased may indicate experiencing anxiety or conflict or even falling in love. Now, who'd have thought that? All right. Dreams about teeth falling out have been interpreted as everything from stress and big life changes to indicating dental health issues. Losing teeth, being naked or in public, and test taking may all fall under fear of embarrassment. Fear of embarrassment. I can relate to that. Yeah. So, who is more likely to dream? Who is more likely to dream? Thank you for being with me. I'm going to wrap up my sessions on dreams today, but then we won't say that we'll end it. If we like to have a forum about dreams, and you talk with each other, and you talk about your dreams, whatever, hey, that's fine with me. Who is more likely to dream? Just because we don't always remember our dreams doesn't mean we are not dreaming. Everyone is doing it. Even people who were born without sight dream. Their dreams are reportedly just composed more of the other senses like sound, touch, and smell. Their dreams are reportedly just composed more of other senses like sound, touch, and smell. But they say people who don't have sight do dream. So while we're all dreaming while we sleep, there may be times when you're more likely to experience certain types of dreams or remember them more often. So, when is that? In childhood. While children may not necessarily dream more than adults, they're more likely to experience certain types of dreams, like night terrors or nightmares than adults. Present, okay, during pregnancy. Sleep and hormone changes during pregnancy may be to blame for changes in dreaming. Those who are pregnant may experience more vivid or frequent dreams and even more nightmares. You may also be able to remember dreams better. So, hey, that's an advantage. So, while grieving, yeah, while grieving, some research found that dreams may be more vivid and feel more meaningful when you're mourning. This can be a part of going through the grieving process. So, if you're experiencing extra stress or anxiety, have a mental health condition, or have experienced a traumatic event, you may also be more likely to have nightmares or vivid dreams. My goodness. So, what is our takeaway from this Healthline article here, from this research, from this study? What is our takeaway? Scientists didn't have all the answers, or they don't have all the answers on why we dream, or why we may have the types of dreams we have. But there are some clues. It's right. These studies, this research gives us some clues, and it gives us something to think about, and does give us some hope that hey, maybe this is what this means. But we don't want to get so wrapped up and tangled up into what our dreams mean, and this dream might mean this and all this and that and the other. We cannot afford to do that. But it is good to be able to kind of have a sense of why we have certain dreams, why they affect us the way they do, but we have to have some balance. We have to be mentally rounded, well rounded, and we have to keep everything in perspective, okay? So whether you're having vivid dreams, whether you're having nightmares, or whether you're having lucid dreams, if your dreaming starts to interfere with getting enough sleep, or you believe the dreams and underlying cause for your dream type, speak to a health care professional. That's it in a nutshell. Speak to a health care professional. Don't be ashamed. Get some help. If you're having some kind of dream, if it keeps happening over and over while you sleep, get some help, okay? Get some help. Don't be too shy to try to get some help and figure it out, right? Don't be too shy. All right, so that was really, really good. Really good. Thank you so much, Healthline, for that. Now I'm going to go to another. That was the 10 types of dream. Now I don't want to have lost my information here because I had some great information. Oh yeah, I do want to bring up my the recurring dreams. Those visitation dreams, I'm going to do that. I don't want to let that slide another day. Talking about visitation dreams. I've talked about the visitation dreams when I got to speak with Ella Davis. I get to speak with my family and get to spend some time with my family. That's eternity, and I thank God for that. Visitation dreams. They are vivid and realistic dreams where you communicate or interact with a deceased person healthily. Mine are healthy, and I thank God for that. Healthy interactions with my family. Okay, let me get this right for me so I can read it. Read it right. Thank you so much for being with me. I haven't checked my monitor yet, but I really appreciate you being with me. And please continue to comment And I will get back with you. And I truly appreciate you. Oh, did I? I think I made it bigger instead of smaller. I really appreciate you for being with me. You are awesome. You are awesome. Yes, you are. Those visitation dreams, they may provide a sense of relief, guidance, and closure. Possible meanings of visitation dreams include a sign of love and connection with the deceased, a sign of healing and closure, a sign of guidance and wisdom, a sign of happiness. And those all help me. They really do. My goodness. And here's a question here. Are visitation dreams a cross cultural phenomenon? Let me see here. Go here. Oh, we had him the other day. Bulkley, PhD, who is most likely to dream of the dead. And this is Kelly Bulkley, PhD, Dreaming in the Digital Age. And this is Psychology Today. Okay? Who is most likely to dream of the dead? Authentic experiences to which some remain quite hostile. And he released this on September the 7th in 2023, and it's reviewed by Gary Drevich. The key points here: dreaming of deceased loved ones is a natural and healthy part of the mourning process. Mourning, Mourning. Visitation dreams prompt deep reflections on existential questions of death, the soul, and the afterlife. People with fixed ideas, this is the next one, about religion, either pro or con, tend to have fewer visitation dreams. Hmm. A fascinating new study from Pew Research Center reveals the high proportion of Americans who have dreamed of deceased relatives. The findings correspond closely to other findings in dream research, which indicate that visitation dreams are a broadly historical cross cultural phenomenon with surprisingly powerful effects on the dreamers. And it does have powerful effects. The survey includes 5,079 adults answering questions as part of the Center's American Trends panel between March 27th and April the 2nd in 2023. Very recent, okay? So, as reported by Patricia Tevington and Manolo Corici, panelists were asked if they have ever felt that a family member who is dead has visited them in a dream or any other form. The analysis included the dream only results, which showed that 46% of all adults have been visited by a dead family member in a dream, with responses divided into the following subgroups. This is amazing, isn't it? Women are more likely, 56%, than men, 36%, to report a visitation dream. Women are more likely at 56% than men at 36% to report a visitation dream. It doesn't say to have a visitation dream, but to report a visitation dream. Next point, they say blacks, but you know how I feel about this. Nah, okay, let me get into that. 54% of us, and Hispanics, 53%, and more are more likely than Caucasians at 42% to report a visitation dream. Okay, so they say that our ethnic group is more likely at 54% than the Hispanics at 53%, so there's not much of a difference there. And then 42% of the Caucasians to report a visitation dream. So people with a high commitment to religion, like 38%, or a low commitment to religion, 33%, are less likely to report a visitation dream than people with moderate or medium religious commitments, like 54%. Right? So the first two findings are consistent with other sources of research on gender and race slash ethnicity differences in dream experience. Indeed, the gender finding is remarkably close to the results of a 1958 study by Griffith showing that 53% of American women and 40% of American men reported having a visitation dream, along with the results of surveys conducted in 2007 and 2010, with 51% of American women and 38% of American men reporting a visitation dream. Those are stats, all right? Research, studies, and all of that. So we are on the right page here. Could you give me, I'm going to cut the camera off for just a few seconds because I want to monitor something here. I want to do something, so I don't want to get too close to the screen while I'm doing it. I think I want to go to my yeah, I think that's the right one now, I believe. Let me see, because I want to make sure that I get this right. Oh, yeah. Ah, yeah. Thank you for being with me now while I'm doing this. I can see who's with me today too. Okay. Thank you for being with me. All right. Camera back on, and here I go again. All right. Get back into my study about the visitation dreams. All right. Now, visitation dreams and religiosity. The last of their finding that is worth underscoring. People who are moderately religious seem to be more likely than other Americans to have these experiences. Tevington and Carici note that we could also conclude that the most intensely committed members of traditional religious groups, like evangelical Protestants, and the least religious Americans, such as atheists and agnostics, are much less likely to report these kinds of dreams. Overall, it seems fair to read these findings as an indication that in contemporary American context, people whose minds are more made up about the value of religion, either for it or against it, tend to have fewer visitation dreams than people who are less fixed and more open in their views about religion. Wow. So the Pew Research, PEW, the Pew survey did not ask for dream reports or details about the experience. However, historical and cross cultural studies are full of examples of visitation dreams with several recurrent features, including hyper realism, emotional intensity, and strange variations in the appearance and behavior of the dead person. So people often awaken from these dreams with a vivid sense that they really saw their loved ones, that it was as real an encounter as anything they experienced in waking. And I was telling, I guess it was my children, it had to be it was just like when I had a visit one time, it was more real. I was it with mom and daddy. I think it was with Bubba. It was so real, so real. So I understand this. It said that it was as real, and people often awaken from these dreams with a vivid sense that they really saw their deceased loved ones, that it was as real an encounter as anything they experienced in waking. This is for real. This is for real. This is for real. So the effects of dreaming of the dead. What are the effects of dreaming of the dead? And this is psychology today. Broadly speaking, visitation dreams can have both a psychological impact and a spiritual impact. In psychological terms, these kinds of highly memorable dreams are part of the process of mourning, mourning, the loss of a beloved person. And I try my best not to say loss, okay? I try my best not to say loss because we know that they are not here. We know that they're somewhere in eternity. So if you know, you have an idea, you know where they are, you know they're in eternity. I'm not saying in heaven, I'm not saying in hell, but they are in an eternal state right now, waiting on their eternal destination. Okay, we know that. So that's why I don't say loss. I don't say loss, and if I do, it's because I slipped up. Okay? So or an animal per visitation dreams are widespread phenomenon too. People often awaken from these dreams feeling deeply reassured by the experiential evidence of their ongoing emotional relationship with the person, despite the loss of their physical presence. To be clear, I'm reading what somebody else wrote, okay? To be clear, visitation dreams can include a host of negative emotions. They could include sadness, anger, fear, which are part of the mourning process, too. When we're going through bereavement, that's part of the process. Through these dreams, people learn how to renew their sense of living a psychologically coherent life in which the deceased person, is both gone forever and yet always present. The spiritual impact emerges after awakening, when the dreamer's conscious mind is filled with an urgent set of existential questions. What is the nature of the death, of the soul, of the afterlife, of reality itself? Humans throughout history have wondered about the bigger implications of their dreams of the dead, and a strong argument can be made that dreaming is a primal source of religious beliefs and ideas. So here's an anthropologist, E.B. Taylor, from the 1873 work Primitive Cultures. All right, Primitive Cultures. So, that this soul should be looked on as surviving beyond death is a matter scarcely needing elaborate argument. Plain experience is there to teach it to every savage. His friend or his enemy is dead, yet still in dream or open vision, he sees the spectral form, which is to his philosophy a real objective being. It's amazing. God is, I say, you know what I say. He is supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. He knows what we need, when we need it, how we can handle it. He knows everything. And he does things for our good because we love him. And I thank him for it too. I really do. So Tylar's Tylor, okay? Condescending attitude toward the credulous savage treats the connection between visitation dreams and spirituality in negative terms as superstitious irrationality. And see, that's why I've been saying this is we're not doing any superstitious stuff. We're being rational with this. We are facing the facts. We all know that we dream, and we would like some understanding of the dreams that we have. And so for the research that I have done has related many of these reasons for certain dreams. These are different people have researched this and looked at it. So he treats the spirituality in negative terms or superstitious irrationality. Interestingly, visitation dreams have also been condemned through history from the opposite side by traditional religious authorities, for example, missionaries and theologians who regard such phenomena as misleading and potentially dangerous demonic temptations. Now, let me say this. I believe, as a matter of fact, I know that if you are saved, sanctified, and God's Spirit, you're filled with His Spirit, He is going to help you, protect you from any of this old demonic, what these predictions and all of this, and like these bad dreams you have, and keep you from getting all tangled up and tied up in all these different things. What is this here about dreams? What is it said? Demonic, yeah, dangerous demonic temptations. He's not going to let you get caught up in that. But it is a fact that many of our dreams have meanings. Yes. And now we have circled back to the concluding result of the Pew survey. People who are highly detached from or highly attached to a traditional religion are less interested in visitation dreams than people who fall into neither of these camps. So, in light of the broader research literature on this topic, it seems possible that less interested can also shade into hostile toward. All right. So, despite his superior airs, Tylor is absolutely right. Visitation dreams are natural and universally accessible source of compelling evidence about spiritual realities. Down. It's no surprise then that people who want to eliminate religion or channel it in a single fixed direction will find the irrepressible power, irrepressible power of visitation dreams to be a worrisome threat. Some people can think that if they want to, but thank God mine have not been. Considered more positively, however, the results of this new survey suggest that visitation dreams play a distinctive role in the spiritual lives of a large proportion of Americans. Indeed, for people who feel uncomfortable with the absolutism of both atheists and religious fundamentalists, and yet remain curious and open to spiritual possibilities, dreams may offer a unique source of authentic religious experience. And so, hey, that ended just in time. So this was Psychology Today. Thank you so much for being with me. I really appreciate you today. And I wanted to finish there. There was one article that I didn't get to, but that's okay. Everything is good. Thank you so much for being with me. I love you so much, and I appreciate you for all of your watching and supporting me. You are awesome, and I love you dearly. God willing, I'll see you. Oh, tomorrow will be from the Biblical Files of Dr. Mack at 2:15 p.m. I love you. Enjoy your day.